Only the goal difference separates SETHU Madurai and Lords FA in the Hero Indian Women's League's Group B encounter, and with surrounding teams gathering pace, it is time for the former champions to chase them down. A win by a big margin will take them on top, but Lords FA are no pushovers. A win could see them on the summit either. Only one change from Joseph Nayak from the previous win, as he sticks with the same 11. There is no need to change the dynamic midfield pivot of Priyanka Devi and Dorcas Sikone. This is the Sethu bench. Sangmuga Priya is a great option to have, but one can come on late and cause real problem. Nirvan Shah makes 5 changes today. Yadu Priya starts in goal. Sunita Sarkar, Akanksa, Franksy and Arya More all left out for Kavya, Yumlembam and Nikita Jadhav. When the scorer of hat-trick in the previous game against Celtic Queens, Camille Rodriguez, the Philippines, rewarded with a start. For Nirvan Shah, Camille Rodriguez and Akanksha, 2 subs combined off the bench to help them get a win in the previous encounter. The State Women's League is formulated during the tenure of Sini Mohedin, chairman of the Women's Committee of Tamil Nadu Football Association. The inaugural tournament was held in 2019-20 season, was won by the Sethu FC, and the matches were held at the Nehru Stadium in Chennai. Important dignitaries getting introduced to the players. Sethu Madurai, of course, the winners of the 2019 Indian Women's League, the country's top professional women's football league. It's been a meteoric rise for Sethu, which opened its door to women only in 2016 and made the IWL semi-finals and finals last year. And the rise culminated in a 3-1 win by a squad of women who hailed from villages and towns across the length and breadth of Tamil Nadu. And for Lords FA, Kochi was originally formed during the 1968 as local football club, and it was revamped in 2021 by the newly elected Secretary Derek Dicott and the other committee members. They currently function as football academy for men and women with well-equipped coaches and staffs to nurture the local talent from Kerala, and champions of the Kerala Women's League 2022 with newly recruited head coach Nirvan Shah, and they build a stronger team so as to win the state championship and qualify for the Hero Indian Women's League. For Joseph Nayak has asserted that he will attack. If they score one more than the opponent, why not? He has an intense fixture list to deal with, and momentum will be important to build. And Sethu FC will hope tonight is the night their shots on target turn into goals. And it is worth remembering that they already have 6 goals this season. Well, the referee for today's game is Nitu Rana. She's going to be assisted by Kavita Shahu and Chimchim Seto. And Hangma Sen Suba is the 4th official. She is from Sikkim, along with the 2 skippers Apurna Narzari and Bhagyashri Dalvi will be jostling for the ball once it kicks off. Nirvan Shah's big task as a head coach was to make Fragrancy Rivan, Kavya Jaiswal and Sunita Sarkar click as they did earlier in the season, but he's had to sacrifice one of them tonight for Yumlembam Thailand Devi, and Nongbet keeps her place and hopefully will find her feet in front of goal. She offers a direct outlet to her presence and strength, but she's got to do it in the big games as well. And Sethu FC's gambles in the games against Churchill Brothers paid dividends, and while Joseph Nayak doesn't play his starting 11 Rule A as often as his Chennaiyin FC counterpart Thomas Badrich, he does makes changes to affect situations off the bench, and they have dropped points from winning position in the last edition of the Hero Indian Women's League. 3 of those were dropped against Gokulam Kerala on the decider day. Was that crazy 6-0 victory for Sethu this season when Kajol D'Souza was the player of the match, and she continues to keep her place in the 11 today. But there are women's in form at the other end as well. And so 14 games played so far, 52 goals scored and 11 clean sheets maintained. Sethu FC's win have come against a team below them in a tough run, and that must change, which is why probably Joseph Nayak hasn't tinkered them. But Kajol will be remembering a rousing return to form is what they need, and they will have to contain with the pace, trickery and delivery from the likes of Kavya and of course Nongbet. Camille Rodriguez involved in the goals against Celtic Queens. Fragrancy Riwan as well, looking dangerous again. They will know SETHU FC are prone to lapses at the back, and they will want to pounce on them like they did in the previous encounter. Camille Rodriguez did not start that game, but she did come on and did she affect the game. So very incautious SETHU FC must be, and also brave and bold. It is going to be like walking a tightrope with one end in the hands of Lords FA. And SETHU's first football can work wonders when it comes together, and the addition of more pace down the wings has helped that cause. Malvika and Sumati Kumari in tandem can spell all kinds of danger, as we are in for a fine game of football. And so, like every other day, we must be reminded in the Hero Indian Women's League that which teams have it in them to make the top 4 when there is hardly any space to breathe. Lords FA, of course, with more experience, much more expected of them in terms of providing a challenge to the other sides, but especially Odisha FC and SETHU Madurai, those are the two they might have looked at in the table and said, okay, we might get a few points against them. Lords FA will want to close out the season with some pride, a lot of sharpness in attack, and have good strikers, midfielders and solid defenders. The free kicks and corner kicks being strong, so it's all over entertaining. This is Joseph Nayak, the head coach of SETHU Madurai. He was part of the under-18 team of Round Glass Punjab as well. Her first involvement, a challenge on the number 6 of SETHU Madurai. As Gladsey is the player lying down injured. And this is what she's gonna in for this evening. Now the injury looks very serious to the number 6, the left full back, Gladys. She is from Mizoram. SETHU Madurai deployed a 4-5-1 system with Anjila Suba between the sticks, the Nepalese international, Durga Purnima, Gaupadi and Gladys making up the back 4, and Apurna Narzari, Sikobe and Priyanka Devi will control the central of midfield. Here is Nirvan Jagdish Shah, the head coach of Lords FA Kochi. He managed PIFA last season and also coaches instructor for D license. An early defending to do here for SETHU Madurai, and a corner kick for Lords FA Kochi. And Eastern Sporting Union continuing their winning streak, defeated Celtic Queens 3-0 earlier in the day with goals from Nirmala and Kipjin and Salam. And surprisingly, Odisha FC lost 2-0 to Kickstart in the second game. And Eastern Sporting Union, they are leading Group B with 6 points. And 4 teams are locked at 3 points. SETHU Madurai are second with a goal difference of +6. And Odisha FC and Lords FA both on equal number of points and with equal number of goal difference. She's been ever so busy in the first few openings. An early chance here for SETHU Madurai, and a fine save from Yadhu Priya. A fine ball delivered in from the right hand side by Malvika, and on the end of that cross was Sumati Kumari, and she could well have her name on the score sheet, but a fine save from Yadhu Priya keeps the score line at 0-0 here at the Transstadia ground. First warning shot fired in by SETHU Madurai. More of that will be seen as the game progresses. There's the Kenyan import of SETHU Madurai, Dorcas Sikobe, 34 years old, played in the 2016 African Women's Cup of Nations. She's got a lot of experience under her belt, Sikobe. There she is, the Kenyan import. An early free kick for Lords FA Kochi. The number 17 ready to deliver it. It's Anita Rawat straight into the penalty area, maintaining the defensive line pretty well. Lords FA are now looking for a quick breakaway move. And leading the press is Sikobe. The space opens up on the left hand side. There is a run up from the near side and one waiting in the center in Apurna Narzari. In comes the low cross. Apurna Narzari looking to get a touch. No risk taken by the Lords FA Kochi defense. And now on the counter is Camille Rodriguez, the Filipino international. She was the bronze medalist in the South Asian Games 2021 in Vietnam. 42 caps for Philippines, 11 goals. She scored a hat-trick against Celtic Queens, contributing to her side's 4-0 win. And Lords FA are placed 4th in Group B with a goal difference of +1, level on points with Odisha FC, SETHU Madurai and a kickstart. All the top 5 teams well and truly having a fair chance of writing their name in the hat for the top 4. Just a reminder, 16 teams split into 2 groups and the top 4 from each group to qualify for the quarter-final. It's a league come knockout format this season. And now Naurem Priyanka Devi in corner duties for SETHU Madurai. Played a pivotal role for Indian Arrows last year. It's a low corner delivered towards the near post and not dealing with that. Lords FA Kochi defense goes all the way through and no one able to apply the touch in the center. And a chance goes a-begging for SETHU Madurai. They are applying pressure in the early stages of this game. And the team in blue starting on the front foot. Lords FA managed to play some brilliant football as well, led by the principals of Nirvan Shah and her young brigade of Indians. Purnima's experience and Camille's class on top means that they have a level head to rely on, and those two will be on the pitch. Such is a class, and who can turn those half chances into goals, and a renewed determination is what needed for the sides. A searching ball comes in, went far too behind the waiting Apurna Narzari, and she keeps waiting. And the number 22 will look to get things going. Durga is SETHU Madurai in ascendancy. The ball played infield, far too ahead of the number 8 Kajol D'Souza. The likes of Apurna Narzari, Dorcas Sikobe and Priyanka Devi, as I've mentioned, giving greater control in central midfield region for SETHU Madurai and provided that extra defensive layer to the back 4. The likes of Kajol D'Souza will be isolated up top, as there is a lot of gap between defense and attack. The likes of Malvika and Sumati Kumari time and again will have to tuck inside to plug the gap, and thus forming a midfield diamond, which will also leave spaces on the wings for the oppositions to exploit. These are the advantages and disadvantages of playing in this formation. A lofted pass into the path of the onrushing Malvika. She runs ahead of her marker. In comes the cutback, and the defender was perfectly placed. Anita Rawat, cool and calm. The number 17 making sure, and a blue shirt not managing to get a feel of the ball inside the 18-yard box. Camille Rodriguez recently played for the Spanish side Mislata FC and is one of the better performers for her national team too. She has made 42 appearances for the Philippines national team since making her professional debut back in 2011 at the age of just 17. This was the move from SETHU Madurai. The offside flag just going up against Sumati Kumari. Both Malvika and Sumati Kumari will make their presence felt inside the box and support Kajol D'Souza. Those two wingers will look to play as 2 centre forwards, and Kajol D'Souza will drop into a centre forward role. She's got the ability to hold the ball up and wait for her respective players to get back into their positions. She's technically sound, Kajal D'Souza. All eyes will be on her, and Joseph Naik going to rely on her heavily for goals this evening. Dorcas Sikobe. A door opens up down the right hand side where Durga is present. Durga with a ambitious ball rolled forward, well seen by Sapna, and it trickles out for a goal kick. Talking about the number 27 of Lord's FA, she has scored 11 goals in her appearances for the Philippines national team and helped them qualify for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup too. She was part of the Philippines side that won the AFF Women's Championship last year and also finished third in the Southeast Asian Games in 2021, and those who follow the 2022 AFC Asian Cup in India last year could have seen her as a part of the Philippines side that progressed to the semi-finals. A confusion for the goalkeeper. She could potentially be under pressure, and a perfect setup inside the box for the number 8 Kajal D'Souza. And a mistake from the Lord's FA Kochi's goalkeeper, having almost given away what potentially could have been the opening goal of the game, but Kajal D'Souza not managing to hit the target, and it's gone far wide for a goal kick. Here is Sikobe now stepping in. He's using her bulk. He's using her upper body strength. Trying to invade into the opposition's half. Playing the ball to feet. It's Kajal D'Souza running into 3 green shirts. I thought about a shot, but there was plenty of human traffic ahead of her. And now rides a challenge, Camille. Camille is up against Durga. Camille looking to take on the number 4, but gives enough of her body check to the Filipino striker. She eventually takes a tumble. Looking to formulate a move from the right hand side, but running out of steam for a throw-in. SETHU Madurai, a perennial title contender, have moved in a different direction this season, choosing to put their faith in youthful vibrance and hunger in their search for the title. The club from Tamil Nadu have signed many young tigresses, which include Apurna Narzari, Sumati Kumari, Kajal D'Souza and Gladys. It is an approach that focuses more on long-term results than immediate dividends, and may well turn out to be the cope for the Hero Indian Women's League. The Group B high flyers SETHU Madurai and Lord's FA, they gear up for this one. Both the sides have had a solid start to their Hero Indian Women's League campaign, and meanwhile knocking the door time and again, SETHU Madurai just not managing to break it down. And this time Sumati Kumari for the second time entering the box and trying to make things happen. Couldn't wrap her a foot enough around the ball. And it was a missed effort on target from the number 22. A 6-0 and 4-0 wins for both the teams in their opening games respectively. Joseph Naik focusing on this particular encounter, and every team and every game is competitive, and Lords are one of the league's best team and are confident, but at the same time are calm and will aim to play good football. Nirvan Shatu went on to deliver his testimony for his side as he revealed his expectation from the game today. And SETHU is a good team and they bring a different challenge to the table, which is a play to overcome. Remain sturdy over there. And Malvika of SETHU Madurai just falling back to help out her full-back partner Durga. Now both of them time and again double teaming and making things difficult for the likes of Non-Bet and Kavya. A very lopsided formation from Sethu Madurai, where they are more attacking from the right but slightly defensive down the left. Is Anjila, first choice Nepalese goalkeeper, 26 years old. Made her debut in 2014 in the SAF Championship in India. Plays her club football for Armed Police Force. 50 appearances for the Nepalese side. And a beautiful layoff here. The offside flag is up just when Sumati Kumari was preparing to pull the trigger. It was a precise pass from Kajol D'Souza, just not managing to beat the offside trap. Sumati Kumari likes to play off the shoulder of the last player in defense, just not managing to hold her line well. The first quarter gone here at the Trans Stadia. Is Sethu Madurai nil, Lords FA Kochi nil. CRPF taking on Churchill Brothers in the other fixture, the Shahibag Police Ground. And both the matches are live and exclusive on the YouTube channel of the Indian football team. Committing early here. Ball flicked up over the top, only as far as Apurna Narzari. There she is, pursued by Bhagyashri and Thai Yumlembam. That's a much better route to go out wide. That pass was well read by Bhagyashri Dalvi, who will be playing the destructive role in the center of the pitch for Lords FA Kochi. Already turning out to be a very tactical game. Here is Durga, Anjila Suba. She did break heart of the Indian team last year during the SAF Championship, pulling off a couple of great saves and taking her team to the final. Lost to Bangladesh though. The jam-packed Dasharath Stadium, but couldn't get her team over the line in the end. Could well have been a landmark result for Nepal had she managed to win the title for them. She will be hoping to taste success on her debut season in India. No confidence on the clearance and not getting a lot of distance as well. Another wave of attack preparing to build on from Sethu Madurai's side. Priyanka Devi, she's got the vision and the creativity, and now sends Gladzy. Low cross comes in. Apurna Narzari with a touch behind, laid it back for Naurim Priyanka Devi, but couldn't adjust her feet well enough. And Dorcas Sikobe was also interested, but getting there first was the number 9 Shashmita Behera of Lords FA Kochi, and Dorcas Sikobe from Kenya. A good opportunity for the young players to look up to her and how she prepares for big games. It's a learning phase though for the youngsters in the Sethu Madurai team. When you've got such players with international exposures, and African's Cup of Nations is a big tournament in the African circuit. Comes with a very good profile, Sikobe. Now Durga, the only Sethu Madurai player with the most number of touches in this game so far, and she sets up Sikobe in the center circle, and now gives it to Naurim Priyanka Devi, striding forward with confidence, stops her run. Apurna Narzari and tried to slip in the number 8 Kajol D'Souza. Standing tall there, the Lords FA Kochi defense. This is a lucky touch. A round away cross and cleared away from inside the 6-yard box. That was the attempted cross from Malvika. Almost a lucky deflection for the number 11. She managed to get there first. The keeper was well out of her line. A few green shirts just clustered around the goal mouth and defended quite comfortably without much fuss. There's the header from Sikobe. Inches away from settling into the second post. Rose the highest, the Ghanaian. Purna Narzari still holding on to the ball. Durga. Applying pressure here. SETHU Madurai on the Lords FA defense. Almost stolen away, but lost her footing in the end. And the move breaks down. Comfortable in terms of tossing the ball around. Playing it among themselves in defense before looking for that arrowed through ball through the center. The more they keep the ball and rotate and play with each other, the more they grow in confidence. And Thayum Lembam, almost half the size of Dorcas Sikobe. It's an interesting matchup and almost powering past. Her marker was Camille Rodriguez. Sanjila Suba with a brave piece of goalkeeping. But she did touch the ball outside the legal zone, which is why a free kick is awarded to Lords FA Kochi. A change is also getting ready. Neethu Rana will have a word with her assistant, Chimchim Seto. And all was in the clear was Camille Rodriguez, who was one-on-one with the goalkeeper Anjila Suba. Nicely blocked off by the number 16, but gave away a free kick in the process by handling the ball outside the box. Lords FA making an early change. Sunita Sarkar replacing the number 8 Kavya. Sunita, she did start the previous game against the Celtic Queens. There's gonna be a drop in. And there she is, Anjila Suba, the Nepalese star. Her first season in Indian football circuit. Another player from Nepal, Anita Basnet, is on the bench for Lords FA Kochi. A few of the Nepalese players making their mark on Indian soil. Sabitra Bhandari is a prime example of Gokulam Kerala, currently leading the race for the Golden Boot with 9 goals from 2 games. Now she is spearheading the Gokulam Kerala's forward line. Sunita Sarkar will be accommodated rather on the right hand side, and Bhagyashri Dalvi will come to the middle. Kajol D'Souza scoring 4 goals. SETHU FC began its Indian Women's League campaign with a comfortable 6-0 victory over Churchill Brothers at the Shaibagh Police Ground on Friday, which finished runners-up in the previous edition. SETHU ran riot against Churchill and led 4-0 at the break, and thanks to Kajol, who found the back of the net in the 9th, 11th, 42nd and 45th minute. In the process, she became the first Indian to score a hat-trick this season. And the Kenyan import Faith and Sunita Munda, brought on in the second half by the head coach Joseph Nayak, added goals to the scoreline by bagging a goal each in the 54th and 72nd minute respectively. Lords FA will be okay with the fact that SETHU Madurai can have more of the ball as much as they can inside their own half, where it's harmless. But as soon as the likes of Gaupadi and Sikobe starts breaking those lines from midfield, that is the area where they need to worry Lords FA Kochi. Getting a lot of time and space on the ball to pick out those options up top, looking for that one-touch option. The move coming to an abrupt halt. That's the giveaway. Susmita Behra couldn't do enough. Now on the turn, the flag went up against Malvika. She's been a very busy player, heavily involved in the first 25 minutes for SETHU Madurai. Yet to do the trick, yet to do the damage. A couple of times she made threatening runs forward. This time was flagged off. The Lords FA created history by defeating Kadathanad Raja Football Academy by a margin of 32 goals in the Kerala Women's League at Maharaja's College Ground in Ernakulam. It is the highest margin victory by any team in the history of Kerala Women's League. Lords FA winning the game 33-1 as their Indian international Indumathi, who is with Gokulam Kerala now, netted 15 goals, while their foreign recruit Win Tan from Myanmar scored 11 goals for the winners. Now opening up space down the left, Sushmita. The ball slightly stuck under the feet of Thayu Mlembam. Not managing to find her teammate. And now slipping in, Apurna Narzari gets the return chance to shoot. Keeper did fumble initially but managed to grab hold of the ball in the second attempt. Yadhu Priya looked nervous and edgy the first few minutes. Somehow managing to prevent the ball from going in. No power on that shot from Sumati Kumari. What a fine ball from Apurna Narzari. Just squaring it towards Sumati Kumari. She couldn't score. There will be more chances though. Sikobe just trying to exploit the space behind the defenders. Yet to steady the ship, Lords FA. It's all SETHU Madurai at present. Overcast conditions as well. Temperature gone down drastically compared to the previous 2 days. And now Sikobe. She is an imposing figure in the heart of midfield for SETHU Madurai. Very difficult to get past the towering presence of the Kenyan midfielder Kajol D'Souza. Close to her is Sumati. Kajol D'Souza deciding to go on her own and now leaves it for Sumati. Sumati's cross in and put behind for a corner by Deepika. Just keeping it simple, keeping it tight at the back. The Lords FA centre back. And now Priyanka Devi. Can she help her side get the opening goal? Variation from the set piece. and almost missed the punch on that occasion, Yadhu Priya. There was a whistle from the referee as well. It goes all the way through towards the back post. There was no one in blue waiting to attack the ball. And a whistle for the hydration break here at the Trans Stadia. It's SETHU Madurai nil, Lords FA Kochi nil at the hydration break. On the clear-cut scoring opportunities falling in favour of SETHU Madurai. The likes of Malvika looked very, very enterprising, very, very innovative as well. Kajal D'Souza impressed with her work rate. And Lords FA Kochi defending and defending with all hands on deck at the water break. SETHU Madurai nil, Lords FA Kochi nil. There is Nirvan Shah, the head coach of Lords FA Kochi. He is very vocal in terms of barking out instructions. And there she is, Apurna Narzari. Looks up to Holichara Narzari as her idol. She comes from Kokrajhar, Assam. A few months ago played for Kerala Blasters, Apurna Narzari, in the Kerala Women's League. Was integral part of the Indian Arrows side last year. She by scoring 6 goals and bagging a couple of Player of the Match award last year. And Apurna Narzari and Priyanka Nauram Devi was very, very impressive. And there is Joseph Nayak, who was with one of the Kolkata Giants, Mohammedan Sporting, as their assistant coach. Very, very young. Good to see a lot of young coaches bursting onto the scene, onto the top flight of Indian football, be it the women's category and the men's. When it comes to men's football, Yan Law and Akhil Kotari, and Anthony Andrews as well of Gokulam Kerala, exceedingly doing well. Play all set to resume after cooling break with this corner kick. Can SETHU Madurai break the deadlock from this corner? The previous one almost resulting into a goal from the right hand side. That corner from Apurna Narzari, so disappointing. Too much elevation on it. Halfway inside the Lords FA territory. Cross is deflected in, seen away by the number 14. Bhagyashri Dalvi. This time the clearance looked confident. Here's Deepika to take the throw in for Lords FA. And Indumati to enter the record books with the most number of goals in a single match in the Kerala Women's League this season. She scored 14 goals against Kadatanad Raja. She received good support from their forwards Win Tan as well. And her goals came in the 6th, 19th, 22nd, 27th, 29th, 36th, 45th and 65th minute. Lord's FA still basking on that glory of defeating Gokulam Kerala in the Kerala Women's League final by 5-2 to emerge as the champions last year. Meanwhile, they are feeling the heat here of playing against a top side. She's again flagged off. Kajol D'Souza. Talking about that final, the forward from Myanmar, Win Tan, scored 4 goals as Lords FA stunned Gokulam Kerala 5-2 to emerge champions in the Kerala Women's League at the EMS Corporation Stadium in Kozhikode. And the Ghanaian striker Vivian Adjei gave Gokulam Kerala the lead in the 22nd minute. However, Win Tan struck in the 27th and 40th to hand Lords a 2-1 lead at the half-time break. She completed her hat-trick in the 53rd minute. Berth pulled one back in the 85th minute, but Tan made it 4-1 3 minutes later. And India international Indumati completed the tally in added time as Lords FA completed a memorable victory. And following a tumultuous history spanning over 4 decades, the women's football in India has been on the rise over the past decade or so. In 2018, the Indian women's team reached the second round of the Asian Olympic qualifiers in Tokyo for the first time in its history, and have already made the second round of the women's AFC Olympic qualifiers for Paris 2024, fortifying the belief that Indian women's football is on the right path. Very comfortable in the build-up play, a 50-50 situation coming out of that danger zone. Can he run ahead of her marker, applying pressure on the number 5 Sapna and almost harassing her into mistake, but she will win a corner for her efforts. Kavya. In fact, it's been given as a goal kick. It did look like a corner. The touch coming off Malavika. The first time this season at the Trans Stadia. No goals yet as we approach the 38th minute mark. We've had 3 goals in the first 9 minutes in that game between East Bengal and Gokulam Kerala on the opening day. Followed by a 6-0 an Odisha FC victory against CRPF. We've had almost 5 goals on average in the first half here at the Trans Stadia in the previous 3 games. Now in Priyanka with a no-look pass. That's a must. A safe zone to try those kind of passes. Now running the ball up the pitch, switching it to the left. A tattoo along that pass. I couldn't apply the right weight on the pass. And there was a Gladzy who went half on the overlap. A misdirected clearance. Capitalizing onto it, a blue shirt. There's the cross in. Good pace on it this time. Managing to get her fingertips on it. Yadu Priya just taking it away from Sumati Kumari, who was waiting at the second post. She can finally breathe a sigh of relief in goal. Yadu Priya. Seems like SETHU Madurai, they are getting closer. They're knocking on the door. They got to somehow try and break that jinx. Oh, that's a wasteful pass. A very cheap giveaway from Priyanka Devi. I couldn't make the most of it. Shushmita Behera. India successfully hosting the Under-17 Women's World Cup last year. Also marked a crucial milestone for women's football in the country and will serve as an inspiration for the next generation to carry the flag forward. A tidy defending from SETHU Madurai, resulting into a goal kick. When it comes to the women's football, India has barely ever been a part of the conversation. But that was until now. Indian football team has had a spectacular 2019 season, and the women have been an integral part of it. Here is Sikobe. Goes for that grounded pass. Apurna Narzari slipping it through, and Malvika is once more, she's offside. Switching wings, the number 11, this time operating from the right. And no change in fortune for the youngster. Managing to stay, just struggling to stay in line with that pass. Sikobe. Apurna Narzari. One way, then the other. Apurna Narzari threads it along the floor. A very vital interception from Anita Rawat. This time they are preparing a move from the near left. Now then Priyanka Devi is offside. That did look like a well worked move, but the flag went up immediately against her. Time and again those two wingers, Sumati and Malavika, flagged off time and again and not managing to time their runs to perfection. Anita Rawat, she's having a good game for Lord Zefe. And the Indian women's football has had a spectacular 2019. And the women have been an integral part of it. The growth has been seemingly unstoppable in the last few seasons, and it has got only better in 2020. It was a hint of a handball. Referee rightly spotting it. A free kick for Lord Zefe. A month and a half into the new year, we have seen the women attain some seemingly unattainable heights. To put it simply, the Indian women footballers have already been overshadowing the men in numerous ways. For a while, it is time they are given due credit for what they have achieved so far. Picking up the loose ball, goes directly for goal. Ambitious try. Lacked direction, lacked power. And regulation take for Anjila Suba. Getting a lot of distance on the goal kick. The Nepalese international not finding her mark. Another build up, this time down the middle from SETHU Madurai, continuing with her run. It's Sikobe. Sikobe is clearly on. There's that delivery towards the back post. Just mistimed her run by half a fraction of a second. Apurna Narzari. A telling touch would have done the trick for Sethu Madurai. Went up just a fraction too early, Apurna Narzari, on that occasion. I could have gotten her name on the score sheet from Sikobe's cross. She is marshalling the midfield and lining up another diagonal. Another flick header from Priyanka Devi with the first fake is the number 22. Doesn't deal with it, Deepika. And almost pouncing onto the loose ball was now in Priyanka Devi and somehow putting it into touch for a throw-in. Apurna Narzari's ball. A heavy touch from Malvika. Brings the ball under control. Finds the gap. Goes all the way through. Here's the shot from Sumati Kumari. Across the face of goal. The goalkeeper Yadhupriya smothers it. Playing that ball to the left of goal, Sumati. That was a fine pass. The angle was a bit acute. A nice intervention from Nikita Jadhav. Now gathering pace. Lords FA. A mistake from the Sethu Madurai defense. And she is brought down, Camille Rodriguez, by the number 4, Gopodi. But referee says nothing doing. And play continues. Went down theatrically, Camille Rodriguez. Couldn't get there. The number 8, Kajol D'Souza. Camille Rodriguez continues to lie down. Her jersey was handled and she was pulled down clearly by Gopodi. That was a clear free kick. And now receiving treatment. First player from Philippines to play in the Hero Indian Women's League. Good to see her back on her feet. The 28-year-old, known for being an exciting midfielder full of tricks and running in the opposition half. She can create goals and has a great eye for scoring them too. Being utilized as a number 9 by Nirvan Shah. And she's blessed with crisp finishing and the ability to turn a spark for her side whenever needed. And some of that will be needed here to change the scoreline. Additional time of 4 minutes. Just a minute and a half remaining in the first half. It's 0-0 between Sethu Madurai and Lords FA Kochi. And now lengthening her stride. Thoi Yumlembam shaping up for a shot and opting to go for a precise pass. Shouts of handball. Not a deliberate one according to the ref. Waving away the protest, Neetu Rana, today's referee. Purnima. That's an excellent ball. The number 22 receiving it with her back towards goal. Tried to tee up Apurna Narzari. Just taken away from her. From 20 yards out, the number 9, the skipper of Sethu Madurai, was looking to go for glory. And now another channel ball. A pass to infield is wasteful. Takes the ball into her stride, Sikobe. A misplaced pass from the Kenyan. And now Now Camille Rodriguez going past her marker. Camille Rodriguez with the cutback. Right place at the right time, Purnima. Durga was left behind, selling one dummy to the number 26. First real involvement in the game from the Filipino. She's got space to run into. Needs to get some quality on the cross. With that, the first half comes to an end here at the Trans Stadia. The match number 15 between SETHU Madurai and Lords FA Kochi ending 0-0 as we go into the lemon break. A good save from Yadu Priya right at the beginning of the game. And Malvika and Sumati Kumari time and again looked threatening in the first half. Almost getting closer to score, but not managing to break the deadlock. It's been a very timid affair, the first half. This was the early chance. Yadu Priya with the save, just denying Malvika. Set up for the number 8, Kajal D'Souza. The first good opportunity of this game. The clear-cut scoring opportunity of the first half falling in favour of Kajol. Nothing going forward from Lords FA Kochi so far. So at half-time, it's SETHU Madurai 0, Lords FA Kochi 0. So welcome back to the live coverage of the second half from the Transstadia Stadium in Ahmedabad, and you are watching the Hero Indian Women's League 2022-23 live on the YouTube channel of the Indian football team, and SETHU Madurai up against Lords FA in a thrilling encounter here at the Transstadia. It's 0-0 at the break, and SETHU dominated the first half, but nothing to show for their efforts so far. As Sikobe, she has been a great inclusion in the lineup for SETHU Madurai. She literally setting the tempo in midfield for the side from Tamil Nadu. The first half has been even Stevens, but it is goals which matters the most in football, and Kajol D'Souza and Camille Rodriguez yet to find one so far for their teams respectively. And half chances in favour of Sumati, and a clear one for Kajol, and Apurna Narzari's heavy touch spoiling the move once. And now Lords FA will have to rectify their first half mistakes and put on a better show in the second half. And Lords FA will make a couple of substitutions as Akanksh will come on, as she will replace the number 6 Thai Yumlembam. Akansha and the number 25 Arya More also getting ready. Joseph Naik probably had to re-energize his side. Malavika, she's had a couple of chances in the first half, couple of times sat up off for her in the half volley, but failed to make it count. Nirvan Shah must have reminded his players where the space is, run into the space and play the ball in the space, and that is where you score goals. So we are underway then with the second half. It's a Group B clash between SETHU Madurai and Lords FA Kochi. The team in blue, SETHU Madurai, attacking from the right to left of your screen and protecting their goal on the left hand side in ocean green is the side from Kerala, Lords FA. A lovely give and go space for the cross. It's a deep one and has gone in directly from across. And the number 22 Sumati Kumari, a lot of times in the first half she kept on trying and trying from that sort of a distance, and finally it has ripped rewards for her in the second half. It was a cross, make no mistake. Went directly for goal. Too much curl on that, managing to get the ball over the goalkeeper Yadhu Priya. And Sumati Kumari breaks the deadlock for SETHU Madurai. And what a striker from her. Takes a look up and places the ball into the second post. Straight into the far corner. The goalkeeper Yadhu Priya taken by surprise within the first minute of the second half. And what a breakneck beginning from SETHU Madurai. Lords FA Kochi will have to do it all over again. She was caught up in two minds whether to go for a goal or a cross. Picking up the second option. It has beared fruit for the number 22. The side from Kerala trailing by a goal to nil. Southern derby going on here at the Transstadia. SETHU Madurai, the team from Tamil Nadu, taking on the side from Kerala. Kerala derby is also on the cards here at the Hero Indian Women's League. A chance for Gokulam and Lords FA to face off in the quarter-final. Kerala's Quent Tea Shops, they play host to the most intense football discussions, pre and post match analysis, history and anecdotes, debates, even bets They are all served fresh with the trademark red-tinged hot cuppa. The state's passion for the games runs deep, and the fans are few, most are fanatics. And this craze has made Kerala a global talking point, with international media and commentators unable to contain their amusement at the Malayali celebration of the Qatar World Cup. In fact, the buzz started way before the tournament kicked off. It was a shot from distance by Kajol D'Souza. Takes a look up, went with her side foot wide of the post for a goal kick. SETHU Madurai deservingly taking the lead in this game. Wasted an easy scoring opportunities and converted the difficult one. Scoring a goal, Sumati Kumari from a crossing position. He's just dipped and curled over Yadhu Priya. She had no answers to that. Gladzi finds Apurna Narzari. This time the wall pass. The youths of Kerala are indeed hooked on the beautiful game. Recently the school students from Kozhikode and Palakkad set off a trend of submitting petitions to reduce the class hours to watch the FIFA World Cup matches. And even the school in Kozhikode yielded to the fervent appeal of the students to let them watch the Argentina and Saudi Arabia clash, and also arranged for the screening of the matches at a nearby venue. And here comes SETHU Madurai. Kajol D'Souza. Kajol D'Souza tried to play in the number 22 Sumati Kumari, the goal scorer. Apurna Narzari, support arriving from Gladys. In a central position is the Kenyan. Her pass is intercepted nicely by the number 5 Sapna. And SETHU Madurai's press triggers in Priyanka Devi and Apurna Narzari are just cutting off the passing options in midfield by staying very passive. As a result, the entire shape becomes passive. The Lords FA coaches are struggling to find gap. SETHU Madurai's two fullbacks Durga and Gladys staying deep to tie up Nongbet and Kavya. Lords FA coach yet to involve them in the game so far. And Anita Rawat with a bit of defending for Lords FA Kochi. CRPF was leading by a goal against Churchill Brothers at the break at the Shahibag Police Ground. And just a reminder, Churchill Brothers lost their opening game to SETHU Madurai by 6-0. Plays the ball into space, asking too much of the number 13 Sunita. Just setting the tempo, surveys the scenario. Dorcas Sikobe. Now Priyanka Devi. She's mopped up by a couple of green shirts. And there she is once again collecting the ball. Pressing it towards Sikobe. Durga into the feet of Apurna Narzari. And now making the run down the middle was Sikobe. Apurna Narzari lost it out. Can't retain the ball for too long though. The Lords FA Kochi. Here they come once more via Sikobe. This time the pass is well watched by Deepika. And the number 6, Gladys. Shaping up for a long shot, and it comes. And doesn't deal with the ball. Yadhu Priya tried to punch up into the air. It was a very feeble punch indeed from the goalkeeper, and luckily didn't go in. A shot from 25 yards out from Dorcas Sikobe. Too much air on it and not much power. Gladys Sikobe. Now and Priyanka Devi. Good combination move here from SETHU Madurai. This time giving away a free kick to Lords FA Kochi deep inside their own region. Now and Priyanka Devi was the player guilty. She nudged away the number 14 Bhagyashree Dalvi. The old timers say the roots of Kerala's love for football probably lie in the anti-imperialism and the spirit of uprising. The Britishers introduced football in the region where they had military barracks. Many natives took up the sport in the beginning of the 20th century. It was not an aristocratic sport. A good turn of pace here from Sumati. Now the cross sent in was too weak. And easy pickings for the Lords FA defence. A very cool breeze blowing from the southern end of the ground here at the Trans Stadia. A chance of rain though, that is in the forecast in the later part of the day. That will probably bring down the temperature. Could be relief for the players. The ball's just kept in play by Sunita. And once again the ball is with SETHU Madurai. Controlling proceedings. Went for the crossfield ball. Arya, not the greatest of the touches, allowing Sumita Kumari to step in. And now out wide for Gladys. Kept in play by the Mizo fullback, but not quite. Gladys Zomun Sangmi, the number 6. She's catching eye already with her enterprising runs up and down the pitch. And Durga omnipresent at right back. Gladys taking her time on the ball. Gladys a past couple of challenges. Again a crossing position for the goal scorer Sumita Kumari, and a long range try is still alive, and Apurna Narzari turns it home from close range. In fact, it's Kajol D'Souza. It has started to rain here at the Trans Stadia, and it's Kajol D'Souza doubling the lead for SETHU Madurai. A shot from distance by the Kenyan Sikoba, and turned in from close range by Kajol D'Souza. Quick to react, the number 8. The goals have resumed here. The rain has also resumed. A slight drizzle in the air. Apurna Narzari in some space, goes on the outside, creates room for the shot. Somehow managing to get the ball away from her feet. Goals in the second half from Sumati Kumari and Kajol D'Souza, giving a 2 goals cushion to SETHU Madurai. A win today will take them on top of the points table. Currently Eastern Sporting Union, the former champions from Manipur, occupying the top spot in Group B. They are ahead in goal difference, SETHU Madurai. A chance for them to go on level terms with Eastern Sporting Union in terms of points. Offering runs up top. Picks out Apurna Narzari, goes towards the byline. In comes the cross, just eluding Kajol D'Souza, and came towards Naurem Priyanka Devi. Couldn't capitalize the number 10. And now action at the other end. Camille Rodriguez. Solid defending there from the number 3 Purnima, stepping across to snuff out the danger, and a sliding challenge from Naurem Priyanka Devi will bring a throw in. As we touch the hour mark here at the Trans Stadia. 2 goals lead for SETHU Madurai. Strikes from Sumati Kumari and Kajol D'Souza. One step over from Kajol onto her right foot. That's a great ball to find the Kenyan Sikobe. But Apurna Narzari was offside. The football has been viewed as a game of overcoming the odds. A tale of their emergence from the slums still echoes in every nook and cranny of the state. Kerala's own Black Pearl I.M. Vijayan, as a teenager, used to sell peanuts and soda at a stadium in Thrissur. This ball played inside the box was slightly wanting. Sitting pretty in a 2 goals lead here. SETHU Madurai. Lords FA Kochi, they've got time to make a match out of this. For that to happen, they need to strike now. Just struggling to come out of the region. Lords FA defending in numbers right from the beginning of the second half. SETHU Madurai have hit the nail on the head. That's a defense splitting pass, and almost in the clear was Kajol D'Souza, and the flag going up immediately. Sapna Jaiswar is getting ready to come on. She might replace Deepika. They need someone who can go on to a marauding run down the wings. Almost a lucky deflection towards Naurem Priyanka Devi. Play called back for a foul. This will allow time for the substitution. Deepika Slightly limping. Sapna Jaiswal will replace her. And Deepika Venkatesh, the number 18, will come on as well. 4 subs made by Nirvan Shah. Shashmita Behera has been taken off. Deepika Venkatesh comes on. Camille Rodriguez looking for an opening here. Lords FA. White on the far right is the number 13, plays it infield. Is a newcomer, Deepika Venkatesh. And that is deemed as a foul. A shoulder barge from the number 18 on Sumati Kumari. Now again a chance here for Sethu Madurai. A very uncharacteristic loose pass from Kajal D'Souza. Was expecting the run of Naur and Priyanka Devi. It didn't come. Slippery underfoot conditions here due to the slight drizzle. The players now will have to weigh their passes. A lot of accuracy is required in wet conditions like this. But seems like Sethu Madurai are adapting quickly to the wet underfoot conditions so far. About 25 minutes of regulation time left on the clock. It's been a happy hunting ground so far for Kajal D'Souza. She is on 5 goals. And only as far as Apurna Narzari. Sikobe. A space here for Kajol. Sells one. Dummy goes for the shot. And almost takes a touch off the upright. And that shot might have taken a coat of paint as well in the way. Look at that. Selling one dummy. And the Lord's FA defense caught flat-footed. And a snapshot taken by Kajal D'Souza. Just kissing the upright. A corner here for Sethu Madurai. A taken shot. Gladys delivers into the box. It's still not cleared by Lord's FA Kochi. And the attack is kept on by Sikobe. The passes are not on the same wavelength. Too much weight on it. She's having a great game, the Kenyan. Just bossing the center of the park. Just allowing freedom to the likes of Apurna Narzari and Priyanka Devi to play slightly advanced. And there she is. Just breaking off each and every move. Playing the role of a destructor in the center of the pitch. She's becoming a mental block so far. For the Lord's FA Kochi players to deal with. They are literally struggling to get past the Kenyan import. As Gopadi almost getting caught out there, but her defensive partner Purnima bailing her out. Apurna Narzari. Is she on? No, she isn't. Free kick here for Lords FA. Nothing going so far from the side from Kerala. And now Camille Rodriguez just might have heard that. Camille keeps going. Outnumbered in the end. Lost control of the ball as well. Nicely cut out there by Anita Rawat in defense. And now Nauren Priyanka Devi, she is on. Nauren Priyanka Devi in the clear. She makes it 3-0 for SETHU Madurai. A one-on-one chance, this time converted with ease by Nauren Priyanka Devi. And it's 3-0 to the good for SETHU Madurai. A goal apiece from Kajol D'Souza, Priyanka Devi and Sumati Kumari. This is his third strike. Excellent reverse ball. Perfectly timed run, gambling her run rather, Nauren Priyanka Devi. And tripling the lead for SETHU Madurai. A cool, calm finish for the number 10. And with this scoreline, SETHU Madurai are racing to the top of the points table in Group B. An attempted shot slipped under her studs, and Camille Rodriguez was very much interested, but aware of her surroundings was Anjila Suba of SETHU Madurai. She's been untroubled in this game, hardly been visible in the second half, almost a spectator between the sticks. Turns away, Camille Rodriguez looking to spot the run of the number 13, flicks it off, sat up nicely on the bounce, but a whimper which never became a road in the end. Sunita, she is looking impressive ever since she's come on. Left it, cleverly done by Kajol, and now Sumati Kumari. She rides the challenge. Apurna Narzari is approaching on the edge of the area, twisting and turning. In the middle is Kajol D'Souza. Close to her is Nauren Priyanka Devi. Gladys on the overlap, picks out Kajol, brings the ball down, but she is offside. Excellent combination play. SETHU Madurai, they've got another foreigner on the bench, Faith Atino, another import from Kenya. She played the previous game against Churchill Brothers, and according to the rules in the Hero Indian Women's League, 3 can be signed and 2 of them can start in the playing 11. The combination between Nivin Than and El Chadai was very deadly last year. Another free run here, this time for Malavika. In the near side is Apurna Narzari. Kajol D'Souza was in the center. And no nonsense clearance from the Lords FA Kochi defense. They're playing a high line in defense, which is why finding a lot of gap behind the defenders, SETHU Madurai attackers. It's now all about timing their runs to perfection. There will be one-on-one with the keeper. There isn't too many protection behind. And in the second half, Kajol D'Souza, she's been hot on the heels of Anita Rawat. That's the whistle for the hydration break. The second cooling break of the game. So we've had 3 goals in the second half. It all started from Sumati Kumari's strike, and that quite proved to be the game changer. That strike from Sumati Kumari converted a half chance from a crossing position. That opened the door, opened the floodgates for Sethu Madurai and Kajol D'Souza. And now Priyanka Devi gone on to get their name on the score sheet. Yet to find their way back into the game, Lords FA Kochi. The score line so far suggesting they are far from getting something from this game. As it's absolutely pelting down here, the Trans Stadia. We are heading towards the last quarter of the game. Sethu Madurai also heading towards the second successive win of this campaign. They registered 10 victories last year, lost to Gokulam Kerala in the last game of the season. 11 wins for them in the last 12 encounters in the Hero Indian Women's League. Second best to Gokulam Kerala's 14 in a row. Not giving up on their principles of building up from behind. Good to see Lords FA Kochi. To achieve fluency in pulling those off, it takes time. It's just the beginning of the season. We'll eventually see this team play according to the coach's plan. And that's a last-ditch tackle from Nauren Priyanka Devi, holding on pretty well. And now over the top, on the run, is Sumati Kumari. In the clear is Kajol D'Souza. The flag going up. A foul committed by Malvika on the number 5 Sapna. Look at that. Left the ball behind momentarily. 9 goals scored by Sethu Madurai this campaign. A clean sheet in the previous game. No goals conceded in this one as well. And now a shot from distance. She was backtracking, Anjila. Straight into the safe pair of hands of the number 16. She was backtracking. Saw the ball clearly and collects it comfortably. Should be offside, Kajol D'Souza. And yes, she is. This was the ball played forward by Gladys. Showing signs already of a good striker, Kajol D'Souza. Anita Rawat. Nauren Priyanka Devi's header. And not a convincing one. Falls to Sunita Sarkar. Surrounded by a couple of blue shirts. And almost breaks for the number 18. But a blue shirt first to the ball. Sikobe. Slightly helter-skelter. Now then Priyanka. Nicely done by Priyanka. Once again, she's offside, Kajal D'Souza. She's got wonderful vision now in Priyanka Devi. Another defense splitting pass. Caught unaware, the Lord's FA defenders. Anita Rawat. Give away from a set piece. Malvika. Apurna Narzari. Apurna Narzari with a nice diagonal. Runs away for a throw in. Not managing to bring it down, Sumati Kumari. Slightly away from her as well. The Kolkata Giants and East Bengal registering their first ever victory in the Hero Indian Women's League's history by winning 1-0 against Kahani FC last evening at the Shahibag Police Ground. Ratna scoring from the spot kick. After a disappointing start against Gokulam Kerala, finally some fresh breath of air for Sujata Kaur's players. We are into the last 10 minutes of this game. And now buys a throw in. Cleverly done there by the number 4. And we have a substitution here. Sumati Kumari will be replaced by Daya Devi. She's had a wonderful game. Sumati Kumari found a lot of avenues from the right wing. Impressed with her electric heel runs as Daya Devi comes on. Another youngster from Manipur. And looking to pump this one straight into the box. Oh, quick feed there from Nauran Priyanka Devi. Excellent drag back from the number 10. Nicely held in defense by Purnima. It's up in the air. The Kenyan winning it, Sikobe. Daya Devi, her first touch. Nauran Priyanka. Over the top. Nicely headed away to safety by Gopadi. And now Kajal D'Souza. Daya Devi. A flag going up against her for offside. Anita Basnet could be an option for Nirvan Shah. And the last 8 minutes or so. There will be few minutes of stoppage time as well. Hardly been tested in this game, Anjila. A bit of misunderstanding between couple of green shirts. There's that cross in. It's a good ball towards the far post. And the first time effort is blocked by Sapna. Malavika not managing to get the ball across. Sapna. Now the ball smacked over the top. An advantage for the Lords FA defence. Yards offside. Kajol D'Souza. She is leading the scoring chart among Indian contingents. Savitra Bhandari is the top scorer with 9 goals. She is on 5 goals, Kajol D'Souza. And the only Indian striker to score a hat-trick in the Hero Indian Women's League this year. Heads it out to safety. Anita Rawat. Beaten on the challenge was Deepika. Hasn't put a foot wrong so far. The likes of Purnima and Gaupadi are the two centre halves of SETHU Madurai. No such testing time for the goalkeeper as well. Had a very quiet game. Sunita Sarkar with one effort from 20 yards out. Had no pace, no power. And now gazing for options. Standing tall there. The Lords FA defence, a miscued clearance. Putting Kajol D'Souza through on goal. Kajol round the keeper. Kajol keeps going and she finds the back of the net with absolute expertise. And a brace for Kajol D'Souza. SETHU Madurai goes 4-0 ahead. Goal number 6 for the striker from Goa, Kajol D'Souza. Quickly latching onto the mistake, a miscued clearance from Nikita Jadhav. There it is, went for it the first time, completely missing it. Quickly capitalizing onto it and then beating the goalkeeper and placing the ball into the back of the net. And Nera from the Lords FA defence, and sub Kajol D'Souza, she doesn't need a second invitation. Spearheading in the SETHU Madurai forward line. Filling in for Sandhya. Shifted base and joined Gokulam Kerala. Tried to trick her way past Gladys. Not taking the bait. The Mizo fullback. And Apurna Nursery. There she is, working tirelessly in midfield. Known for her work rate. She was leading the line for Indian Arrows last year. Anita Rawat delivers into the box. The keeper claims it. And so a double change from Joseph Naik, and that's that for Malavika. She is replaced by Sunita Munda, and there she is, the number 12, and the number 19 will also be thrown into this game. Misha Bhandari replacing Apurna Narzari. Job done by the number 9. And defending in tandem, SETHU Madurai. They're so solid at the back. We approach towards the closing stages of the game. It's SETHU Madurai nil, Lords FA Kochi. SETHU Madurai, pardon me, 4, Lords FA Kochi nil. It was 0-0 during the half-time break. SETHU Madurai striking in the first minute of the second half, and all the 4 goals have come in the second half. SETHU Madurai did create chances in the first half, but Malvika and Sumita Kumari and Kajol D'Souza failed to take those chances. But managing to convert them in the second half. But I think the turning point in this game was Sumati Kumari's strike. I think that changed the complexion of the game. Now Priyanka with the skipper's armband now. Again a similar scenario. Kajol D'Souza flagged off from Priyanka Devi's pass. Purnima with an easy clearance. Additional time of 4 minutes. SETHU Madurai will lead the group with 6 points and a goal difference of +10 if it ends this way. Daya Devi puts the number 8 through on goal once more. This time a good save, just pushed away by Yadhu Priya. The attack is still on though from SETHU Madurai, weaving her way through into the penalty area. The number 19 who's just come on, Misha Bhandari. Just denied by the desperate defending of Lords FA was the number 8 Kajol D'Souza. There she is, this time went with her left foot, pushed away by Yadhu Priya. She pushed it wide as well. There's that poor touch. Kajol D'Souza cuts in, sets up now Priyanka. And on the second ball, here's Daya Devi. A player coming in from behind. It turned into a great pass though on the right hand side for the on-rushing number 12. But the first touch letting her down. It was Sunita Munda. Would have been offside anyway. Can they get some consolation here? Just 2 minutes remaining. Nicely cut out. This could be one last chance for Lords FA. She brought down inside the box and referee points to the spot. Going in tight on Sunita Sarkar was the number 19 of SETHU Madurai, committing that foul inside the box. Referee was close to the incident as Purnima giving away the spot kick to Lords FA. And the dying stages of the game, Sunita Sarkar almost worked her way into the box. It's absolutely pelting down here. Can Lords FA find a goal here? It's Camille Rodriguez has scored a stunning hat-trick against Celtic Queen. in search of her 4th goal of this campaign. Now the Philippines international Camille Rodriguez. She is up against experienced Angela Suba. First real test for the Nepalese goalkeeper of this game. The referee got to clear this mess. A couple of changes are also lining up for SETHU Madurai. Muskan Suba and Lavanya is getting ready. Increase in intensity of the rain. Can Camille Rodriguez pull one back for Lords FA? And yes, she can. It's 4-1 now here at the Trans Stadia. Lords FA Kochi pulling one back here. Sunita Sarkar was brought down inside the box by Purnima, and making it count from the spot kick is their import from Philippines, Camille Rodriguez. Just when SETHU Madurai thought that they would get away from this game with 3 points and a clean sheet, putting a spanner on that is Camille Rodriguez. And now pouring forward here. There's that cutback, and how she managed to not score from that sort of a distance. An inexplicable miss. Misha Bhandari not managing to get a touch. In the clear, down the right hand side was the number 12. There's that pass. A good piece of defending right on the line, preventing a blue shirt from getting a touch. So full time from Ritu Rana. A comfortable victory for SETHU Madurai. With this win, they top the group, go level on points with Eastern Sporting Union, but will edge the team from Manipur in goal difference. Eastern Sporting Union with a goal difference of +4, and SETHU Madurai with +9 after this victory. Goal difference is going to play a very crucial role this season. The way the league is planned, the big teams of this competition all are eyeing for big wins, wins by big margins. The second half has been highly entertaining. We've had 5 goals after a timid first 45 minutes. And the number 22, Sumati Kumari, looks like is going to be today's player of the match. SETHU Madurai starting on the front foot, just forcing Yadu Priya into an early save. This time she spills it inside the box, but Kajal D'Souza couldn't score. They kept on knocking the door in the first half, but it ended 0-0. And the second half beginning in a brilliant fashion, and this was the turning point. The strike from Sumati Kumari setting the tempo of this game. A lovely give and go, and the ball landing in the back of the net. And then the second goal, her shot denied by the goalkeeper. Sumati's cross, Sikobe with a pile driver, and Kajal D'Souza turning in from close range, making it 2-0. And then Kajol wrong footing the defense, kissed the post and went out. Now in Priyanka Devi 1-on-1, making it 3-0. Beating the offside trap. She was in on goal. And then the fourth strike, a miscued clearance, and Kajol D'Souza making Lords FA pay for their mistakes and scoring a brace this evening here at the Trans Stadia. Pulling up a save in the end. Sunita Sarkar brought down into the box, and Camry Rodriguez converting from the spot kick. And that's the full-time scoreline. Is SETHU Madurai 4, Lords FA Kochi 1, and today's player of the match is Sumati Kumari, the number 22 of SETHU Madurai. Commendable performance from the number 22, and her strike early in the second half changed the complexion of the game. This performance surely going to boost her confidence and the remainder of the season. At full time, it's SETHU Madurai 4, Lords FA Kochi 1. Thank you so much for being with us. Goodbye.